Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Jets. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Lawrence. He lets it go deep for Olave. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Olave, 54 yards. And the Jets are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Up the right sideline. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Murray's this throw finds Smith and Jigba. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. Murray now to throw. Dancing to his left. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play fake. Murray. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Throwing again, Murray. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Lawrence. That is caught. They'll have the 1st down and more than that. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. K.J. Hamler, 56 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Murray going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Lawrence. This one taken in by Olave. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one.
So they're not going to let me jump for that pick. Okay.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in it.
There he goes, right side. the way in. Touchdown, New York. Christian McCaffrey, 51 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Murray. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Here's Murray. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Murray off play action. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Flush to his right. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Safe back at the 29. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Hamler, the motion man left. second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Murray. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing now is Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Smith-Njigba with the grab. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. On play action, it's Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Murray to air it out again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Smith and Jigba in motion right. Now Murray again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And some room to roll now. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Murray going to fire one out wide. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down, and they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was coming. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Murray now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Murray changing the play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santoso now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Barkley inside handoff, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Lawrence will throw. This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Up the middle with Barkley. He gets away from one. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but there he goes left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And the last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 8. And this is going to be intercepted. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Extra point try now for Santoso. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th and a very critical drive upcoming.
11. Here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. A little short one there, caught by Likely. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third and 2, now Lawrence. And he's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Murray. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
And the Raven first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead now up to 14. Santoso now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They go play action with Lawrence. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Azeez Ojulari, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Sets up first down and goal at the 1-yard line.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Jacobs. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Jacobs again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Up and good for Santoso, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. D.J. Johnson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.